Ladies and gentlemen, history has shown us that the greatest achievers, the most impactful leaders, and those who have left an indelible mark on this world were men and women of faith. They were not just dreamers, but believers in a vision greater than themselves. Faith is the key to divine favor. Faith is more than just positive thinking. It is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. When you walk in faith, you align yourself with a higher purpose. Faith is what causes opportunities to manifest in unexpected ways. It is what moves you from being unnoticed to being favored. You ever seen someone who had no formal qualifications, no financial backing, yet they rose to prominence? That is the power of faith. Faith connects you to doors that credentials and experience cannot open. Many times in life we encounter closed doors, rejections, failures, and disappointments. But I want you to understand this. A closed door in the natural does not mean a closed destiny in the spiritual. When faith is your foundation, even locked doors become irrelevant, because what God has set in motion, no man can stop. Joseph in ancient history was thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and imprisoned, yet no man could shut the door that was destined for him. Why? Because faith in a vision is stronger than any opposition. When you know that your future is secured by divine authority, no system, no individual, and no failure can keep you out. Faith is not just believing, it is moving, acting, and preparing. When you have faith that a door is opening, you do not sit idly. You prepare yourself to walk through it. Many people pray for opportunities, but when the door opens, they are unprepared to enter. A student who believes in success does not wait until the exam to start studying. A leader who believes in a vision does not wait for people to follow. They start preparing, planning, and positioning themselves. Faith without works is dead, and doors without preparation lead to missed opportunities. When faith is at work, no human system can override what has been designed for you. Some may try to block you, delay you, or oppose you, but when the hand of divine authority is upon you, no one can shut the door that has been opened. What you need is not favor from man, but alignment with your purpose. When you step into that alignment, opportunities chase you and breakthroughs find you. No rejection is permanent, no failure is final, and no obstacle is greater than the power of faith. As you walk on this journey of life, I challenge you today, activate your faith. Walk with the confidence that the doors meant for you will remain open, regardless of who tries to shut them. Your faith is the key, your preparation is the handle, and your action is the push that takes you through. Walk boldly, step forward in assurance, and remember, your faith will open doors that no man can shut. Faith is more than just a religious concept. It is a principle that governs the way doors of opportunity open in life. It is the bridge between what exists in the spiritual realm and what manifests in the physical world. When a person walks in faith, they tap into a dimension where possibilities are not determined by human limitations, but by divine favor. This kind of favor does not depend on status, background, or personal qualifications. It is purely the result of believing in a higher purpose and trusting that unseen forces are working on your behalf. Throughout history, many individuals have found themselves stepping into positions of influence and opportunity that seemed impossible by human standards. They did not have the right connections, the required education, or the expected resources, yet they rose to significance. Why? Because faith positions a person for divine intervention. Faith is not about wishful thinking. It is about confidence in what is yet to be seen. It is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. This means that before an opportunity appears, faith already acknowledges its existence and walks as though it is inevitable. One of the greatest misconceptions about success is that it is entirely dependent on human effort. While hard work and intelligence are important, they alone cannot explain why some people experience breakthroughs beyond their natural capabilities. Many talented and hard-working individuals remain stuck because they rely solely on their abilities, while those who activate faith step into favor that cannot be explained. Faith makes the difference between struggling through life's closed doors and walking through doors that seem to open on their own. Consider the story of people who started with nothing but an idea and a deep conviction that it would succeed. Many of the world's greatest leaders, inventors, and visionaries began with nothing in their hands but faith in their hearts. They spoke about things that did not yet exist. They worked towards goals that seemed impossible, and they believed in success when failure appeared more likely. Their faith activated divine favor, and this favor opened doors that no man could shut. Faith is also a key that grants access to places where human approval alone cannot take you. There are situations in life where connections fail, systems reject you, and circumstances seem to block your progress. Yet when faith is at work, favor overrides rejection. Someone who should have denied you an opportunity will be moved to accept you. A situation that should have worked against you will turn in your favor. This is because faith does not operate within the logic of human reasoning. It functions in alignment with divine orchestration. Another remarkable truth about faith is that it creates pathways where none seem to exist. Many people look at their circumstances and conclude that there is no way forward. They see obstacles, barriers, and impossibilities. But faith does not rely on what the eyes can see. It relies on what the heart believes. When faith is activated, even closed doors become irrelevant because favor does not need human permission to operate. A person walking in faith understands that if an opportunity is meant for them, no force on earth can keep it away. There is a reason why faith is often referred to as a key. A key has the ability to unlock doors, granting access to places that would otherwise remain closed. Just as a key does not force a door open, but simply grants access, faith does not struggle with obstacles. It simply allows the believer to walk into opportunities effortlessly. When a person truly understands the power of faith, they stop striving in their own strength and start trusting in divine favor. Many people spend years trying to force doors open, using all their energy and resources, only to remain frustrated. They believe that if they work hard enough, network with the right people, and present themselves well, success will come. While these efforts have their place, they are incomplete without faith. There are moments when the best efforts seem fruitless, when qualifications do not secure the job, when experience does not guarantee the promotion, and when logic fails to explain why some people advance while others remain stagnant. This is where faith changes everything. Faith does not mean sitting back and doing nothing. Rather, it means believing while taking action. It means trusting in what is not yet visible while preparing for its arrival. Faith allows people to speak with certainty about doors opening, even when all evidence suggests otherwise. Those who walk in faith carry an unshakable confidence because they understand that favor is not based on human circumstances, but on divine authority. Many have seen their lives transformed simply because they believed beyond their limitations. They refused to be defined by their past, their environment, or their lack of resources. They stepped out in faith, made decisions that seemed illogical to others, and positioned themselves for favor. Time and time again, faith has been the factor that separated those who remained stuck from those who move forward into destiny. Faith is the key that grants access to a realm of possibilities where human effort alone falls short. It is the force that causes doors to open, opportunities to arise, and favor to be granted even in the most unlikely circumstances. Faith is not an illusion. It is a principle that, when activated, ensures that no man can shut the doors that have been divinely assigned to you. Life is filled with obstacles, delays, and opposition, but no challenge has the power to stop what is divinely ordained for you. Many people go through life feeling defeated by circumstances, believing that roadblocks signify the end of their journey. However, the truth is that no closed door, no rejection, and no resistance can override a destiny that has already been established. When something is meant for you, no human force, system, or circumstance can permanently stand in the way. Challenges may arise, but they do not have the authority to cancel what has been divinely assigned to you. Throughout history, individuals who achieved greatness faced difficulties that seemed insurmountable. They were rejected, underestimated, and sometimes even betrayed. Yet despite every setback, they eventually walked through the doors that were meant for them. This is because destiny is not determined by the opinions of others, the limitations of society, or the struggles along the way. It is set by a higher authority, and no opposition can close a door that has been supernaturally unlocked. One of the greatest misconceptions about obstacles is that they indicate failure or a lack of opportunity. Many people assume that if a door does not open immediately, it means it was never meant for them. However, delays are not denials. Sometimes the resistance we face is not meant to stop us, but to prepare us for the responsibility that awaits on the other side of the open door. The challenges we encounter refine us, strengthen our character, and position us to handle the opportunities that are coming. A closed door does not mean the end of a journey. It simply means that there is a process that must take place before access is granted. Some of the greatest leaders in history faced years of rejection before stepping into their purpose. They were told they were not good enough, they were overlooked, and they experienced hardship. But because their destiny was divinely appointed, no earthly challenge could keep them from reaching it. The same principle applies to everyone. If something is truly meant for you, no amount of opposition can take it away. The problem many people face is that they allow challenges to discourage them. When they encounter rejection, they assume they are unqualified. When they face setbacks, they think they are incapable. But those who understand the nature of divine purpose know that obstacles are merely stepping stones. The very things meant to block them often become the catalysts for their greatest breakthroughs. Resistance is often a sign that something great is ahead. The greater the opposition, the greater the destiny on the other side of it. The reason a door does not open immediately is that you are being strengthened for the responsibility that comes with it. Many people desire success, but are not yet prepared to sustain it. If every door opened without process, many would enter unprepared and ultimately fail. Challenges build endurance, develop wisdom, and refine skills. Those who refuse to give up in the face of difficulty prove that they are ready to handle what is waiting for them beyond the door. Another reason obstacles cannot block what is ordained for you is that divine purpose operates beyond human control. No individual has the authority to permanently shut a door that has been predestined for you. People may try to reject, disqualify, or ignore you, but when something is meant for you, it will come in due time. What is destined for you will locate you at the right moment. No matter how many challenges stand in the way, even systems and institutions cannot stop a person who is walking in divine purpose. There are many cases where individuals were denied opportunities based on societal standards, yet they still rose to prominence. This is because divine favor does not require human approval. No system, tradition, or rule can override what has already been ordained. If something is meant for you, it will happen, regardless of how many times you are told no. The key is to remain steadfast in faith and continue moving forward. It is important to recognize that sometimes what appears to be a challenge is actually a redirection. Not every closed door is an obstacle. Some are divine intervention steering you towards something even greater. Many people become frustrated when things do not go as planned, not realizing that the delay is actually protecting them from something that is not in alignment with their destiny. When a door does not open, it is not always because of opposition. Sometimes it is because there is a better door waiting. Those who persist despite challenges often find that in the end, every difficulty they faced was necessary for their journey. The opposition strengthened them, the delays matured them, and the rejections redirected them. Every roadblock that seemed like a setback was actually a setup for something greater. When they finally step into their destiny, they realize that nothing was truly lost. The timing was simply being perfected. No challenge, no delay, and no rejection can block what has already been ordained for you. It does not matter how many times you have been told you are not qualified. It does not matter how many setbacks you have faced. When something is destined for you, it will manifest in the right season. The key is to keep moving forward, to remain faithful, and to understand that obstacles do not cancel purpose, they simply prepare you for it. The doors meant for you will open at the right time, and no force on earth can shut them permanently. Faith is not just a passive belief in something greater. It is an active force that demands movement, preparation, and readiness. Many people assume that faith means simply waiting for things to happen, but true faith is never idle. It requires action, discipline, and a mindset that aligns with the vision one believes in. Those who walk in faith do not sit back and hope for opportunities to arrive. They prepare themselves for the doors they expect to open. They act as though their breakthrough is already on the way, positioning themselves for the moment when faith turns into reality. One of the greatest misunderstandings about faith is the idea that it operates independently of effort. Some people assume that because they believe in something, it will automatically happen without any work on their part. However, faith without action is incomplete. It is like expecting a harvest without planting seeds. No farmer sits idly by, hoping for crops to grow without first tilling the soil, planting the seeds, and nurturing them. In the same way, faith requires steps, intentional moves that align with what one expects to receive. A student who has faith in academic success does not simply believe they will pass an exam without studying. Instead, they prepare by reading, practicing, and ensuring they are equipped with knowledge. A business person who believes in financial success does not just hope for wealth. They take steps by investing wisely, developing skills, and making strategic decisions. Faith must always be accompanied by preparation, because doors do not open to those who are unprepared to walk through them. Many people pray for opportunities but fail to prepare for them. They ask for promotion but do not develop the skills needed for higher responsibility. They desire success but refuse to discipline themselves to manage success when it arrives. This is why many people miss their opportunities, not because the door was never meant for them, but because they were not ready when the door opened. Preparation is an expression of faith. It is the evidence that a person truly believes something is coming because they make arrangements for it in advance. Consider an athlete preparing for a race. Even before the competition day arrives, they train, follow a strict routine, and discipline themselves because they have faith that they will perform well. If they neglect preparation and expect to win based on faith alone, they set themselves up for failure. The same principle applies to every area of life. Faith gives people vision. Many doors remain closed, not because they are inaccessible, but because the people meant to enter them are not ready. Imagine someone who prays for an opportunity to lead, but refuses to develop leadership skills. Even if the door of leadership opens, they will struggle because they lack the necessary preparation. Faith opens doors, but preparation ensures that one can walk through those doors with confidence and effectiveness. Some people spend years asking for things they are not ready to receive. They pray for relationships but do not work on becoming emotionally mature. They pray for financial increase but do not develop financial discipline. They pray for success but do not refine their character, skills, or mindset. When faith is not accompanied by preparation, opportunities become wasted because the individual is not positioned to make the most of them. Faith also requires movement. Many people believe in a better future but remain stagnant in the present. They expect change but refuse to step forward in action. Faith requires taking risks, making decisions, and moving in the direction of the vision. If someone believes they are destined for greatness, they must take actions that align with that belief. If someone believes they are meant to achieve something significant, they must position themselves to receive it. Preparation is not always easy. It often requires discipline, sacrifice, and a willingness to step outside of one's comfort zone. But those who understand the connection between faith and preparation are willing to endure the process. They recognize that every skill they develop, every lesson they learn, and every step they take in preparation is bringing them closer to their goal. They do not wait idly, hoping for a miracle. They prepare themselves to be ready when the opportunity arises. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to finally receive an opportunity but be unprepared to handle it. There are many people who pray for breakthroughs, but when those breakthroughs come, they lack the character, wisdom, or discipline to sustain them. They receive a job, but are not competent enough to keep it. They enter a leadership role, but are not emotionally or mentally prepared for the pressure it brings. They step into financial success, but are not responsible enough to manage their resources. This is why faith must always be coupled with preparation, because opportunities come not only to those who believe, but to those who are ready. There are countless examples of people who prepared long before they saw results. They acted as though the door was already open, even when it remained closed. They trained, studied, built, invested, and disciplined themselves because they understood that faith is not passive, it is active. They did not wait for confirmation before they moved. They moved because they already believed. And when the opportunity finally came, they did not struggle. They stepped into it with confidence because they had already prepared for it. Faith does not mean waiting passively. It means preparing actively. It means equipping oneself for the opportunities that are coming. It means living in expectation and moving in alignment with what one believes. When faith is combined with preparation, nothing can stop a person from stepping into their destiny. Doors open for those who are ready, and the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. One of the greatest lessons in life is understanding that divine timing always surpasses human timing. People often become frustrated when things do not happen according to their personal schedules. They set deadlines for success, expecting certain achievements by a specific age or season. When things do not unfold as planned, they begin to doubt, worry, and sometimes even give up. However, the truth is that divine timing operates on a different level, one that is not bound by human calculations or expectations. What may seem like a delay is often perfect alignment in the grand design of life. Many people misinterpret waiting as being forgotten or denied, but in reality, waiting is often a process of preparation. When something is meant to happen, it will happen at the appointed time, neither too early nor too late. If a door has not yet opened, it is not because it never will, but because the timing is not yet right. Timing is everything. A seed planted in the wrong season will not produce fruit, no matter how much it is watered. In the same way, opportunities that come too soon can be overwhelming, and blessings given prematurely can become burdens rather than gifts. Divine timing ensures that things happen when they are truly beneficial. Many times people rush into opportunities without being fully ready for them. They push open doors before they have developed the character, wisdom, and endurance to handle what lies on the other side. However, when timing is aligned with divine purpose, success becomes sustainable. There is no struggle to hold on to something that was given at the right time. There is no fear of losing what was meant to last. Divine timing removes unnecessary stress, because when something is truly yours, it cannot be taken away. One of the greatest struggles people face is impatience. The world encourages speed, instant success, immediate gratification, and quick results. However, anything that lasts takes time to build. People often compare their journeys to others, feeling discouraged when they see someone else achieving what they desire. What they fail to realize is that everyone's path is unique, and comparing timelines only leads to frustration. Just because someone else reached a goal before you does not mean you are behind. It simply means your season is different. Many of the most successful and impactful individuals in history did not achieve greatness overnight. They went through years of unseen preparation, refining their skills, deepening their knowledge, and developing resilience. Had they received success too soon, they would not have been able to sustain it. Those who trust divine timing understand that every delay has a purpose. Every setback is a lesson, and every waiting season is a season of growth. Instead of fighting against time, they embrace the process, knowing that when the right moment arrives, nothing can stop what is meant for them